Let us continue with the chapter in the kingdom of fools. Let us see what happens next in the story. Now, the dancing girl was called. You are right, the case deepens. We must look into the matter. It's not easy to judge with complicated cases. Let us get the dancer wherever she is. Now, they thought that the case is deep now and we should call that dancing girl. The dancing girl, now an old woman, came trembling before the court. Dancing girl, earlier she was young at that time, but now she was an old woman. She came, she was shivering, she was trembling. Did you walk up and down that street many years ago? Was this poor man building a wall? Did you see him? Now the question was asked to her, if you walked to that street many years ago and when this poor man was building a wall over there, yes, my lord, I remember it very well. So you did walk up and down with your anklets jingling. You were young and you distracted him. At that time you are young and your anklets are pile. So pile jingling is the sound which is produced by that those anklets. So that means you at that time have disturbed this man for building the wall. Now it has fallen on a poor burglar and killed him. The wall had fallen on a burglar and he is killed. You have killed an innocent man. You will have to be punished. Now you will be punished for that because you are responsible for his death. She thought for a minute and said, my lord, wait. I know now why I was walking up and down that street. Now I remember why I was walking to that street up and down. I had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry. I had given some gold to the goldsmith. Goldsmith is the sunar, the person who makes ornaments, and he was a lazy scoundrel. That man was really lazy. He did not prepare my jewels in time. Therefore, every day I had to go to him. That's why I used to go up and down from that street, and he made so many excuses, said he would give it now and he would give it then, and so on all day. He made me walk up and down to this house a dozen times. That was when this bricklayer saw me. It is not my fault, my lord, it is the damn goldsmith's fault. So now the dancing girl made responsible the goldsmith only, the person who was calling him again and again and giving her the excuses. So she said, it's not my fault, it is the fault of that goldsmith. Now, poor thing, she is absolutely right, thought the king. Weighing the evidence, we have got the real culprit. He said कि अब हमारे पास रियल दोषी आ गया तो हम गोल्ड स्मिथ को बुलाते हैं. द किंग्स bailiff searched for the goldsmith who was hiding in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation against him, he had his own story to tell. Now goldsmith told his own problem. My lord, he said, I am a poor goldsmith. It is true I made this dancer come many times to my door. I gave her excuses because I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant's orders. I had to prepare the ornaments, the order given by the rich merchant. Therefore, I was making excuses for not preparing this girl's jewelry valentine. So, for this matter, that rich merchant is responsible, I am not responsible. So now you have seen the story. It is taking so many turns, and I hope we shall continue with tomorrow the rest part of the story. And for today, it is now he said, as you can see, the one after the other, everybody was making excuses that the girl, she made responsible for this, you know, the person, the jeweler, and jeweler is saying the rich merchant. And now the king asked, who is this rich merchant who kept you from finishing this poor woman's jewelry, made her walk up and down, which distracted this bricklayer, which made a mess of his wall? He said ki, who is this rich merchant who is responsible for the falling of this wall on the innocent man and killed him? The goldsmith named the merchant, and he was none other than the original owner of the house. Now goldsmith gave the name of the merchant who was considered accused. His wall had fallen down, and the whole story again came to that rich merchant only. So he said, Now justice had come full circle, thought the king, back to the merchant. When he was rudely summoned back to the court, he arrived crying, "It wasn't me, but my father who ordered the jewelry. He is dead. I am innocent." He said, "I have not given any order for the jewelry. It was my father, and my father has died. Is died now. Has died." But the king consulted his minister and ruled decisively, "It is true. Your father is the true murderer. He is dead, but somebody must be punished. It's okay, your father is culprit, but now he is no more, so at least somebody should be at the stake." So how foolish this king and minister were. So what they did, you have inherited everything from that criminal father of yours, his riches as well as his ins. आपने अपने फादर के पैसे को, हर चीज़ को अपनाया है, तो उसके जो पाप हैं वो भी तुम ही पर आएंगे. एंड सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुमारो, एंड रेस्ट ऑफ द पार्ट वी शैल डू tomorrow. That's all for today. So